Behind us, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. On this side is Centennial Olympic Park, where Super Bowl LIII is going to be. And listen, I'm very happy. And of course, shout out to the Glen for allowing us to be here. We're going to have an amazing time. The Chief Operating Officer to tell us more about Super Bowl LIII, which is going to be free, family friendly, 6 days, all genres, but he's going to say it a whole lot better. Make some noise for Brett Daniels.
Thank you, Katie. It's hard to follow that voice with this one I got here, but I'll give it a shot. A lot of familiar faces in the room here today. Some of you guys were here starting back when we won the bid. We were in Minnesota almost a year ago, taking the handoff. 11 a.m. on that Saturday through 10 p.m. Sunday, noon to 7, and then Monday night, 4 to 9. Monday night overlaps with opening night, so it's going to be a huge event. Opening night at State Farm Arena will be a huge undertaking where the teams have their first chance to interact with the media. And Super Bowl LIII will be a big part of that as well, as the music and entertainment that you'll hear more about here shortly. That traditional spot where a lot of the music festivals set up. One of the different things that will be different for us is that there'll actually be a tent over that. It'll be open-ended, but we will have cover because we know the unpredictability of the weather here in January and February. So people can stand there, again, protected from the elements if there are any problems, but we're expecting days just like today, nice sunny 50 degrees, so that people can be out there taking up the whole lawn and really taking in all the action. And then scattered about the park, you'll see a number of different activation points. These are some of the corporate partners and sponsors that have come on board to help support this, and the activations that they're going to bring in here that'll be interactive for the fans all year with Wonder Root and our off-the-wall mural project. But during Super Bowl LIII, we'll continue to bring artists, local artists, into the park to create works there on this cube throughout the day. Each day, different artists coming in to create murals, small murals on this cube.
Talking about this dude that I'm about to bring to the podium right now. He is the one that is curating, producing, making all of this happen. Many nights of amazing talent. I don't want y'all to be quiet about this. Make some noise for this dude, Jermaine Dupri.
Gotta help me out. How we gonna do this, man? Tell me how we doing this. Okay.
53 days out.
Let me see how this works. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we got 53 days, as they say. I want to make sure I let everybody know, all the press in here know, that this wasn't a difficult thing for me to do, but it's important that it's right, and it's done right. And for people that are not from Atlanta, for people that's been here since, like he said, 94, that's a short time, but I still want to make sure that, you know, it's everybody that's been here even longer than that. They understand that what this city actually means to me, what the music scene means to me. And the music scene here for me goes deeper than the 90s. It goes deeper than 2000. It goes deeper than the 80s, actually. So I was trying to make sure that they got a picture of what it meant to me, right? I think I did pretty good so far. Yeah, Cujo Goody is here from the Goody Mob to make sure y'all understand the confirmation. First of all, I want to say one of the main reasons I wanted Goody Mob to be here is because this is Atlanta. And this is the Atlanta that I know. I've been knowing Cujo before Goody Mob. And we just two boys from the South Side trying to make a living and do what we got to do. And we got to this place. You understand? This is our week, and we're going to have a great time. Also on Monday night, I got my man, DJ Holiday, in here. Now, I'm going to let Holiday speak to y'all and tell you exactly how his show is going to work, so then y'all will understand the dynamic of Monday night.
I'll make some noise one time, please. The energy got to be good, right? Okay. Super Bowl LIII. No, I'm just so excited, man, because being a kid living here, I moved here from Germany when I was in the 6th grade.
You know, Atlanta is a melting pot. A lot of people here, a lot of different tastes, what they like, different whatever. It's going to be on that stage. You're really going to enjoy it. What I think is needs to be said is that a lot of things come to Atlanta, but doesn't really include the Atlanta scene.
Move the needle. This is what I was telling Cujo when he got here this morning, that, you know, I had to have Goody Mob. They moved the needle. You know what I mean? It's that's the important part for me, is to make sure people understand who got people to Atlanta in the first place. You know what I mean? What brought people to Atlanta in the first place? Like Smurf said, Freaknik brought a lot of people to Atlanta, right? What was that era? What did people feel when they left here? So I wanted to bring that back. So I had to think about it first. It was just like, JD just can't run out here and get artists and try to do a show. Like, what's gonna make this show special? And this thing says Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? It says Atlanta. So what about Atlanta am I bringing? You know, and this is not easy, by the way. So I called Smurf, he's like, no, I don't think this is gonna work. But then we talked about it. So just really think about it, trying to make sure it's right.
JD, when people also think about Atlanta, they think about you. Did you not think about including yourself in the performance?
Last time I checked, I'm included. I don't think we're not giving y'all everything today. Okay. I just want to make sure that y'all got the gist of what's happening. It's probably no way I can be there and don't perform, right?
We all know that the Super Bowl is the biggest event in the world. Can you talk to us about how big it is to have it in your backyard in Atlanta?
Well, it's you know, it's crazy, and I know a lot of people have been, you know, asking me about the controversy of Super Bowl and, you know, why I didn't boycott this, that, and the third, and I want to answer that today and basically say, you know, this is here in Atlanta. It isn't. This is what it is. It's in my city. We've been running around this city, giving everybody our all for the longest, right? How could we not do what we doing in this city? I don't know how that's possible. You know, I didn't go to the Super Bowl last time it was in Minnesota. Not no diss to anybody, but that wasn't my concern. This is my concern. This where we live at. This where we from. This where we do what we got to do. So it's important that we had to do this. It's probably the most important thing.
Let us know how excited you are.
That's right. Come on, crank it up.
No, we're definitely excited because, like I said, man, Jermaine just pushes us to be better and, you know, do something that's going to be so amazing for the city. You cannot come to a Super Bowl and not bring your A game. So I think the most part, I know I'm having restless nights trying to make sure everything is on point. But I'm definitely excited, man. Like I said, I'm going to get the creme de la creme of the artists in Atlanta. And if you had a hit, I'm looking for you. Okay. And call me, and I'm definitely going to schedule you. But I got you. Waka Flocka's going to be there, man. He did some big things in the city, of course, man. I'm going to get guys who had big hits in the city that moved the needle in the culture in Atlanta, and that's you know, Swag Surfer. We did some of the biggest dance records in the country, period, point blank. Still to this day, no other city can touch us other than maybe like LA or something like that. But nevertheless, like I said, Swag Surfer, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do Snap. We're gonna do Crunk. We're gonna do all that good stuff like that. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge. And then, not to mention, y'all know this is the only city where we birth new artists every 6 months, wow. And then they become the biggest artists in the world. And I'm gonna go touch all those guys too as well. So everybody's gonna touch the Jermaine stage, my stage, College Park stage. It's gonna be big. So I'm excited. Y'all should be excited, and that's what it is.
Smurf, what you want to say?
She wants some artists. Tell them what you got.
So I don't have the pressure this guy has. You know, I get to bring back some of my friends from the freak. We'll call it the Freaknik era. Kilo Ali, Raheem the Dream, DJ Taz. Tag team, LA Snow, Deuce, who am I? Did I say Raheem the Dream? Yin Yang Twins, 12 Gauge, I think I said Shadi. It's just all, when you think of that era of the 90s when you guys came down here, we'll have all of that, as well as we'll be playing some of those records from some of the other people that y'all just forgot. And this is just gonna be nostalgic, really, for what I bring to the table. I'm gonna have a carnival within itself. It'll be clean and family friendly, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
The connection that we all have, you know, I think that what you see on this stage right now is the connection. I can call Smurf. Me and Cujo, you know, like I said, I feel like I grew up with him. Like how they say, he texts me. It's a connection in the city that I feel like a lot of people outside of Atlanta don't understand. That's why they always see us in the clubs together. That's why we always taking pictures together. We have a connection. The hate of artists doing good and this artist doing that and somebody, no, we don't really, and none of that. You know what I mean? Ludacris is having his show at State Farm. I'm not mad. That's what he's supposed to do, right? But I'm having my show right here at the Olympic Park. So it's no hatred in this city, and I think that's what I want to show people. I want people to see how connected we are, and how deep the roots go. Like when he says Kilo Ali, I want to make sure everybody understands. Kilo Ali was the first successful, as far as I'm concerned, successful rapper from Atlanta to get on the radio and dominate V103 and do what they had to do. Kilo Ali was that first person, and it was very important that he was not left out in this situation for me.
If you had the opportunity to select two teams to come out here, two players, however that may be, who would you want to see in the Super Bowl this year?
I mean, I hate to say it, but it feel like the Saints is coming in, and that's our rivalry. You don't know about that? I mean, I'm just telling you.
I think it'll be the Rams.
I mean, I feel like the Rams. I feel like the Rams and the Saints. They got opportunity to be here.
Okay.
Yeah. Those guys will be here.
Oh, we won't. You feeling the same way, Rams?
Yeah. Rams. Definitely. I hate to say it.
You don't want to say the Saints.
Yeah, I don't want to. I can't. I'm never going to say the Saints. I can't say the Saints, but not Rams definitely.
All right.
That's it.
Is there anybody that you wanted to get that you couldn't get?
Possibly because of language. Once again, you got to understand, we want to make sure the show is clean, and we'll make sure we don't offend anybody, and we'll make sure people come and they leave and they have a good time. And a lot of artists, aren't they're not even privy to get to do shows like this to even clean they show up. So, I just had to make sure that we was making the right decisions on that side. I don't want to be in the audience and be driving down the street and somebody like, oh, Jermaine, your show, yeah, they was going crazy, cussing, my kids is in. I don't need that. I can't have all that. We can't do that. No. 3 days away. We're getting closer and closer, and it's feeling closer and better and exciting. It's feeling more exciting than ever. But it's still a lot more work to do. When we leave here, we're going to still go back to, drawing board and keep doing more work.
Thank you.
We also know, as you mentioned earlier in the press conference, Welcome to Atlanta was one of your biggest singles, so you'll be welcoming folks to Atlanta for Super Bowl week. What would your message be to fans and tourists who are looking to come to the Super Bowl?
Just come and have a great time. The city is full of all kind of things. Like, you got to think, this is just happening in this one area. Atlanta is packed with so many different things and so many different areas of probably doing things. It's parties and clubs from out of state that I talk to that's coming to this city that people in the city don't even know about yet. It's so much that's coming to Atlanta Super Bowl weekend. I just want people to come and have a great time.